Hello, and this is going to be a little bit interesting. Currently, I've been playing Castlemania for a few hours, I believe. If we check on the statistics, there is going to be 2.26 hours, 2.63 hours. Right, so a bit over 2 hours, let's say that. And I didn't work out that, and I've gotten two woos in that time frame. So I'm gonna spend the next about 5 minutes essentially running through back to it in spectator mode just to give you like a summary. So we start off here, we get a wand. This is really good at the start. I really like this twisted Howie. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through them exactly, but like I'm going to mostly just like go towards the thing. There's a lot of these lava holes, and I really like the area. It there's a lot. I feel like the creepers were nerfed the natural spawn, so they have like less blast exploding power, whatever you call it. First dungeon was good. I don't have any complaints. You have a lot of these nooks and crannies with like potions here. It's essentially regen potions for 15 seconds, and that's your only way to heal for this first segment. I did start going up here, I didn't really see anything, so I stopped. That's maybe something. A lot of the ledges and stuff have small nooks and crannies where, like for example, there was one here, which we saw from up there by getting another one. And it was cool. Used up most of my blocks to get to this one though, fortunately. This area here, I gotta say, the magic system, first off, is a huge upgrade from Nova Arcana. It's the same, but it feels so much better to use, and it incentivizes the use of offensive ones. For example, here there was a lot of like instances where we had like 2 or 3 enemies within range, and we could hit them with one of those blasts, and it was really good because it just pierced through. And throughout this area, we mostly played on render distance 8, just like we are now. And you can kind of see hints of what was to come, essentially. I say no, there's this thing, which is probably a thing, but we can't go over there because we inspect mode. Not necessarily. So here, I had a bed here. The wall is essentially up here. In one of these towers, yeah, there we go. And it's infinite wool, so you can like make beds. You can use it for blocks, realistically, but it would be a little bit hard and annoying to get multiple of the wool. But with how there's actually pretty limited blocks, it might be okay. We had a few near-death experiences. A few times I got left like 3 or 4 hearts, but I was conservative with how I used my potions, so a lot of the times I was sitting at like 7 or 8 hearts. We haven't died so far. I intend to keep it that way. Also, for this area, you mostly have during the night, and when you come through here, you get the not to the next one. You get the change to daytime. In here, just opening this gate here and stepping through, I was immediately faced by like 7 or 8 mobs, which is pretty crazy. Like zombies with shields, skeletons with bows, a creeper to sprinkle into there, and a few more melee skeletons just to top it all off. The combat really allows for the ones to be really good. Like you can like funnel, you can like multi hit 4 enemies. If you hit like 2 or 3, you're already happy. Like 2, you're already happy. If you hit 3 with a single one shot, It's already insanely good. 4 is just the more the better. Let's put it that way. You have a few more towers here, a bit of extra loot to finish your starting journey, and you obviously have the flask of healing, which is a staple at this point in random maps. I really wonder if I should say a day, so we can experience it the same way. But you come through here, and you just have to increase your render distance. Just look at that. Honestly, I'm not sure if it looks better at night or during the day, because during the day it looks fantastic as well. Yeah, these points of interest around and stuff. We went over to that dungeon over there, where it looks like we went to. Okay, it's not to that maybe interact some way. Yeah, you can see where we've kind of been. We've not really been on these ledges of the castle. That's just lighting that already exists. So yeah, let me reduce my render distance because this is a little bit laggy. I will try to play with 12. So we go down here. We find an emerald. We get the point of interest house. There was a good stone sword here, I think. Just a good stone sword, I mean just a plain old stone sword. There was also another emerald. 1 second. There was a boulder. Oh, there was that one. We got it after the tower. We saw it from the tower. And why is there an emerald there? Well, it's just a plus sign on top. It looks a little bit weird and out of place. So anyways, there is a cave spider natural spawn. That's zany. Anyways, yeah. We like go through here. There's a big ledge, so we go down. And we do some like tower. I think we went down through the tower. I don't remember actually. But yeah. Because of the way we've played so far, by the time I was getting down here, it was getting nighttime. So I was like, ooh, this might be dangerous. This might be dangerous. Because it's a lot of openness, a lot of spawn potential. So anyways, we get into this cave because like, you know, the caves are a bit safer during the night. And this one was relatively hard. There's a lot of coal here. We mined the coal that was over here. And we can mine more time. There was some good loot here. Missing a helmet, perhaps. There's maybe a way to get into from the water, maybe an emerald. I have not checked. Here is basically where the heart of the thing is with the cave spiders. But there's like a lot of natural spawns. We had like a lot of creepers here, trapped in a cobweb. I'll just let it explode. And this is just another way to get into the cave from this side. I went and checked that island there. There was nothing there, unfortunately. So we continue our way over here. We check for stuff here. I don't think I found anything here. Yeah, there's something below a cactus. I have to check. Maybe. I heard there's a lot of emeralds in the map. 81 you need to collect. Yeah. Then we go here. We found this point of interest house. This lower part here is the classic I hear spiders zone of renders. And yeah, you have to dig through that to find it. There was a punch run bow, I believe, on the ground with some arrows. Otherwise, they're just some minor loot in this point of interest house. And we decided to set it up as a base eventually because I was carrying like full inventory throughout big portions of this track from ping to here. Rather bad and stuff. And I got a little bit to explore around here, like I've got this, and I was like, I wonder what's up here. So I went up here. We did this house. There was stuff on all floors essentially. Let me not go through blocks in case I spoil anything. I don't want to spoil myself. And went a little bit into here. I really thought there was going to be something, but it's just a hole render. If you patch the map, put something there. And yeah, we went a little bit around here, like when I plopped on a torch, but then I decided, this is probably like a lot of like later stuff in here. Maybe we should go back. That's not me, that's just natural glowstone. So we went back, there's a cave entrance here. We might wanna check that one out eventually. And the other thing we found was, this is probably something, realistically. This is dungeon 3. At the time of doing this, I did not know this is dungeon 3, by the way. I just saw purplish, and because of the over here, we had found the spyglass, and that looked like it was about accurate of what the second one would be, purplish. So I'm like, okay, sure, let's go in here. I didn't even read it, you know, reading in a CTM map. This area here, there's a lot of natural spawns, and with some extra caves. I think those were normal spider spawners. I had some falling stuff from here, so I thought there was something, but it's just a ledge for falling stuff. You can see some remnants of a little something up here. We'll talk about this in a bit. But you can probably guess. It's just perfect though. What I will say is, I was around here when the thing happened. I got a really cool reward for going through that though. Say we go up here. He uses the spice in a pretty good manner, I would say. You have to like kind of weave around them. This one's especially you had to like. This here was more full. There was just probably a creeper explosion. You have to like weave around, and there's two spawners over here with some coal. It's pretty. It was a pretty zany cliff too, because every time we would approach, new ones would spawn over here. So I couldn't get to here. Well, there were a few more, but we kind of rushed it a little bit and to get them through stuff. There's like a shortcut you can eventually unlock. So yeah, then we go over to here, and there were two charged creepers here. I do not know what the hell happened here, but like I got two charged creepers here. You see me trying to dig into the wall because I thought there was a spawner. I do not know where the spawner is. Maybe in the wall somewhere. I have no idea. But I lighted up and there weren't more spawning. So let's hope that stays the case. Also, I don't think I'll be particularly visiting here. This is a weird sandstone as well. Now, do you see that? Is that a thing? I really want to see if this is a thing. It's just two pieces of a normal sandstone instead. Alright, or whatever. Here you had some loot. You had a way to get from the outside here, like get to here, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Unnecessary. Come over to here. This was another one where it was pretty cool. The way the spawn was just around the corner, and you had to like fight your way through several spawn cycles of it to actually go through. There was an emerald here, I believe. There's another one over this way with several ways to find out. I didn't find it through this pathway. I found it through the inside. This inside is a lot of this. You can call it a boring dungeon, but like this was relatively good way. It kind of has Boomer Boneyard layout with like twisty mazes with quick dead ends, like for example this thing here and stuff like this. But this is just to like have stuff right around the corner coming out you. They think that's good. You had this upper section here for a few parts, just a little bit of like extra threat to take care of, and then you go around. We sold that off and we went the long way around to all everything else essentially. First, I believe you have in one of these corridors you have this. You come up to this. This is super sketch. It turned out to not be a trap, and this is. Oh, let me not select 2 blocks just in case. This is just like some. You go to that bridge. We haven't really done anything with that. I feel like that's for later. This was not trapped, surprisingly. But like the way we accessed it first, because I was really scared to go down that hallway, is I kept hearing noises from here, and I kept hearing them left, so I dug up. It's just enough so you have to dig. Like dug 4 blocks somewhere. There's nothing? I don't believe you. So like I dug just a few more. I think it's exactly 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 6. Okay. Wow, it's 6. Anyways, it's just above 4, so you need to dig 2 down, so you actually get through. You can just check with the 1 white. But yeah, you probably have spawners and some of these cracked storm bricks. I mean, there's 2 that are not cracked. They probably house the spawners. Yeah. What the fuck? What is this? Is that a head? What is this? No, that's a spawner. Alright. Yeah. Uh, anyways, that's why I didn't want to play 2 blocks because, like, you a few more explosions. This is like a fake out ladder, I guess. That goes kind of nowhere. Maybe do a shortcut into a later area. I don't know. We went here last because, like, okay, I don't really want to deal a lot with cave spiders since I kept hearing spider noises, and there was a cave spider from around here, I think. And we reached the anti-crit area. No critting allowed. It was really fun. The way you knocked monsters into the webs and they got kind of stuck, and then you can like really area them. These spawners here, it's one actually only. Oh my. It took me way too long to light that one up. I had a few other ones in the cubbies. And have dig down for shortcut. I really did not trust this ladder. I really played it safe to not be falling down. I always had I was always standing on top of a ladder and digging below me, and then breaking that, placing a new one, placing the other ladders above me, except the place where I was standing. This was pretty fun for lasting. I didn't destroy spawners in case I want to make them into grinders, perhaps, since this is kind of a lot of spawners and it's like open room. We can maybe make something go out of it. I don't think I will unless I really have to, because grinding. Not really that fun. And we get a cause purple. Really fun dungeon with very simplistic layout, but it really works. We have this. We blocked this, but like the moment we went for the checkpoint, I was hearing creeper steps all over, so I just decided to like get rid of them to see if there's like other creepers somewhere perhaps. And then yeah, we went for this thing. We were building like a safe glass thingy up here in case there were like cave spiders, so or like just no. There was one spawner here, or just things, and we got a really good sword for our efforts, I guess. We got a breaking one, knockback one, iron sword, and this is where we currently stand. We found some bookshelves somewhere in that dungeon as well. And it's daytime. How we're gonna play stuff? Okay, yeah, there is stuff here. Potions low. Oh, resistance for 50 minutes. Okay, that's kind of insane. Potion to get as well. Resistance, fucking insane. And that's also longer. 5 hearts, 3 hearts. Yeah. Yeah, here are monument items. We found 5 emerald nuggets. the the moment it like released the joke on the rapper with the Rickroll, and it said 81 bonus objectives. I was like, no way this this guy made Emerald Nuggets. And for a bit I thought it was perhaps going to be the new disc fragments from 1.19 because it's a WoW monument and Render really likes to put music discs in maps. So I thought maybe that's a thing. Maybe you have like 9 music discs you have to piece together. But no, it's Emerald Nuggets. And I felt really cool for like calling that out. And that will be it. This is like a quick introduction of what I've been so far, and the rest I will just record it. No, I won't be going back to narrate over my adventure. I'll leave that up to Narfu. He's also much better at narrating than I am. Go watch Narfu. Hollywood level productions. No joke.